Welcome to Brooklyn, New York City. Today we're going to explore Court Street, which is awesome neighborhoods on this very cold, wintry day. It's just above freezing point, 33 degrees Fahrenheit, and right after the snowfall, I like enjoying exploring the more neighborhood areas of the city because the snow has stayed for a little bit longer than Manhattan. I'm Ariel, you're watching Urbanist. Right now, we're looking down towards the Brooklyn Historic Skyscraper District. Let me know where you guys are. Let's walk around. Hello, Susu. Hello, Kara. Hello, Elisa. Hello, Kay. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Kara. Hello, Jill, L, Lord, Toyosio, the boss, Hins, Manny, welcome. Don, Ivan, Lena, Janet, KJ. Brooklyn's looking beautiful. It is looking beautiful. So today is going to be a pretty quiet tour. We're just going to walk around. I call these wandering, so no particular agenda. There'll be a route. We're going down Court Street, but no particular agenda beyond that. So feel free to ask me any questions. I hope you enjoy this nice, gentle, calming wandering through Brooklyn. Here we have a statue of Henry Ward Beecher right in front of the historic Federal Post Office building of Brooklyn. It used to be a courthouse back in the day. And Henry Ward Beecher was one of the more famous abolitionists, along with his sister Harriet Beecher Stowe, who wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin. He was one of the many men here in this area of New York who fought to end the institution of slavery. And he is commemorated here because he actually helped with the Underground Railroad, which was a system for slaves to escape from the South into the North and potentially also into Canada. It wasn't an actual railroad system, but it was a system of safe houses to protect anyone who might be escaping from bondage. He helped them escape using one of the safe houses on their Underground Railroad a little bit further down in Brooklyn Heights. And stay tuned. In a week or two, I'll be exploring more of that history. Oh wow, look at, I love when the pigeons start flying. That's so cool. It's magical moments like these. You have to take your sweet, sweet time. Ashley says that statue passes the vibe check. It does. It does indeed. It does indeed. This statue is definitely staying up. Hey, Helen, nice to see you here. Hello, Johnny from London. Victor, Mary, Laureen, Lisa, Adson from Brazil, Hardip, Don, Tuba, good to see you. Good to see you too, Tuba. Park Slope, Veronica, not today. We're close. Joanne says I got 25K subs. Did I just cross 25,000 subscribers? You know what? I don't look at my analytics, to be honest. I have a little ridge on my hat. Let me adjust it. I don't look at my analytics, to be honest. So I don't know if I reached 25,000 subscribers, but if I did, that's awesome. If anyone can confirm, it should display it right on YouTube. If not, I'm very, very close. I know that. Wow, majestic building this is. Right now, it's the United States Bankruptcy Courthouse. It was built in 1898 with the extension in the early 1900s. 1930 was the northern extension. Yeah, no problem. So, yeah, I reached 25,000 subscribers. Thank you everyone so much for 25,000 subscribers on YouTube, joining along the 48,000 or so on Facebook. Thank you everyone for subscribing and for following along these journeys. Both the quiet walks and also the historic ones. I know everyone watches different parts of this show, so thank you so much. Maybe we'll have a celebratory coffee or celebratory type of treat. But we're taking our sweet, sweet time, so I hope you enjoy the ride. Hey, Mustafa. Love from Iraq. Oh, welcome. Hope all is well in Iraq. Hope to visit one day. Hey, Donald says, you earned those large numbers of people following your adventures. Oh, thank you so much, Donald. Street looks so historic. I agree. Beautiful building, gorgeous building in the Romanesque revival style. Though this could kind of be considered Beaux-Arts as well. Is the temperature 32 degrees Fahrenheit? Yes, about 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Maybe just a degree higher. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Irshad. Oh, there we go. We got the... Maybe the pigeons do that for light exercise. Because they just fly in a circle and go back to their landing. Too cold in your area. It's very, very cold. So there in the distance, we would sort of continue walking basically northbound. We would hit the Manhattan Bridge there in the distance. But instead, we're going to go further into Brooklyn and go down Court Street, which is this street right over here. We're going to pass by the skyscraper district. So Brooklyn, right before New York City and Brooklyn became one huge city, 1898. Brooklyn also intended on having their own skyline. So they were starting building higher and higher, starting in the 1880s, 1890s. Are the courthouses shut down? No, this courthouse is open. I think they're just fixing the entrance. That's why there was tape. But there was people going in and out. Unfortunately, the bankruptcy courthouses is something that probably might be overbooked at this moment. A lot of businesses are going through tough times, and thus it might be heavily in use. Kay says pigeons do that when they're disturbed. Oh yeah, so flying around. Interesting. Was Brooklyn its own city back in the day? Yeah. So Brooklyn was its own city. It consolidated with the city of New York, which is known as Manhattan. Manhattan also at that time before the 1898 owned part of the Bronx. So it was just basically that was what people would call New York. And 1898 consolidated with Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, also known as Richmond County, and more of the Bronx. New York was actually supposed to be a bit bigger. Parts of Westchester were considered to be consolidated as well, and maybe Nassau County, but that quite didn't happen. The thing is, in the 1800s, New York, Manhattan, and Brooklyn were competing against each other. So there were two large cities. And on its own, even to this day, but including the 1800s, on its own, Brooklyn would be the fourth largest city in New York. Fourth largest city in the US if it were on its own. Here are the farmers markets. Brooklyn is also known as Kings County. Yeah, formerly known as Kings County. That's right. just like Staten Island is known as Richmond County. Daryl says, welcome. Daryl says this reminds me of Welcome Back Kotter. Welcome Back Kotter takes place on the other side of Brooklyn, so we're pretty far away. That takes place in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Are the streets slippery? Some streets are, yes. And since it's still freezing, there might be black ice, so you gotta take really your sweet time walking through this area. Hey, Amanda says, my husband was craving steak after you ate it yesterday. Oh yeah. What's Jersey City like, Mr. Big Days? Watch my video. I did Jersey City about 2 months ago. Really enjoyed it. It pleasantly surprised me. I actually want to go back. I have a great pizza over there. So where are we located in Brooklyn? We're located right by the Manhattan Bridge and the Brooklyn Bridge. They're right next to each other. So the Manhattan Bridge is right down there, and the Brooklyn Bridge is not in sight, but it's right in this area. We're only 2 train stops into Manhattan, right next to Manhattan, I mean. So this would be considered, it's hard because Brooklyn kind of goes down, so this is not necessarily North Brooklyn. North Brooklyn would be considered more Williamsburg and Greenpoint, but we're still pretty high up nonetheless. Did you read the book you bought yesterday, Nadesh? Not yet, but I'm excited to read it. The book I bought yesterday was 99% Invisible City, which is based on one of my favorite podcasts and one of the podcasts that inspired me to do Urbanist. Gorgeous architecture here. Turn of the century architecture. Brooklyn recently consolidated with City of New York, creating the greater city of New York, wanted to compete with the skyline right across the bridges. How long they've been doing the market here, I'm not entirely sure, but I would assume for a few decades already at this point. And right behind these historic buildings, we start seeing the new Brooklyn skyline, downtown Brooklyn skyline. So you could consider this entire area downtown Brooklyn. Ironically, it's more northern, but right behind those historic skyscrapers, we see these beautiful new skyscrapers popping up, with one being built that will be higher than the Empire State Building. Mark says, I love the RJD2 video filmed here. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I gotta check it out. I love that musician. Really great music he makes. He made the theme song for Mad Men. Let us know what's the name of the song that RJD2 filmed here for the music video. Hey, Dawal, I'm doing well. Hey, Urbanist. Merry Christmas, Hardip. Hasib. We are in downtown Brooklyn, heading to Cobble Hill. CR, let's see here. Nice historic buildings in this area. Oh yeah. Definitely highly recommend. The nearest subway stop is Borough Hill, though there's a lot of other subway stops as well. Clark Street is nearby. Well, I'll point out the subway stop. Here's the municipal building of Brooklyn. Hey, Judith. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're cozied up in Manhattan. So this is the subway stop, 4, 5, and the R23 trains. Don't get distracted when it says via platform. Basically means go inside here. It'll be a little bit, confusing with the going upstairs and downstairs, but this is the train stop for 4, 5, R23. Also, the AC train to High Street is nearby as well, within walking distance. Oh, okay. It's freezing. So if you continue going down this way, you'll hit the modern skyscrapers of Brooklyn. Also, there's a Shake Shack down there. There's the original Juniors is down that way as well. You can walk that way to also reach Atlantic Terminal, Brooklyn, or take the subway. Uh-oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking a new souvenir. This souvenir, if anyone could help me with taking this home, that would be nice. Sorry, I kicked it too hard. No, I'm joking. Hey, Mark says the R2D2, RJD2 music video was Work It Out. Okay, thank you. Mauricio says, Merry Christmas, Ariel. Be safe and thanks for all your videos. I enjoy them. Too bad I had to cancel my trip to New York City. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But I hope you get to rebook at some point. I'm very eager to travel as well, so I feel your pain. So I need some help with taking this as a souvenir. But yeah. Kay says, anarchy. Indeed. Indeed it is. Or some type of car hit it. Or the Hulk came and kicked it. One of those things happened. Down this way is Brooklyn Heights, beautiful neighborhood. But I'll be back here soon to do a history video. Stay tuned. We're going to learn about the churches of Brooklyn Heights in a week or two. Hey, Chilaka from Nigeria. Oh, welcome. Please let me know how to pronounce your video correctly, of course. Raymond, nice to see you here too. Lots of Nigerians here. I used to go to college with a lot of Nigerians. A lot of them live in Uptown Manhattan. I watched Spider-Man Homecoming yesterday. Soon done with the whole MCU. Queen Janeway. Oh, Queen Janeway is catching up with MCU movies. For anyone who doesn't know, MCU is Marvel Cinematic Universe. Basically all the superheroes. And Spider-Man is definitely one of my favorites. I especially love Far From Home. I hope Spider-Man 3 in the MCU will be more New York City. Because Spider-Man is such a New York superhero. And he deserves to have an entire movie taking place in New York like the Spider-Man movies from the early 2000s. Okay, I gotta adjust my glasses and my mask. So bear with me. Whew. Whoa. All right. It's so cold. All right. Let's go. To be honest, if I didn't have a scheduled video, I would be at home in days cold like this. Let me know. Do you enjoy going out in cold days like this when it's below freezing? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Or what do you do if it's a super cold day? You should buy some heated gloves. I actually have heated gloves. But I have to also put mittens on. Forgot my mittens today. Drew, I get these floral masks from Smart Glamour. Go smartglamour.com, glamour with a U, written the British way, or smart_glamour on Instagram. Alex, I'm in the borough of Brooklyn, one of the 5 boroughs of New York. Hey, we have so many people tuning in. Hisami, nice to see you here. I like walking out in the cold. Oh, cool, Hisami, that's awesome. Hey, Donald says it's actually warm in Canada. What happened? Did we switch weather? I went to college in this neighborhood. Oh, cool, Susie. Which college was that? I know you might have said that before. Sorry if I forgot. Let me know, what college was that? So here is one very special place which I hope opens up again after the pandemic. This is the New York Transit Museum. Highly recommend coming here. It's if you're a fan of public transportation like I am, you're gonna love this place. Highly recommend. It's all underground. It's built in what used to be a subway station, which was discontinued, one of the abandoned stations in New York City. And they have all the old trains dating back to the very beginning of the subway. Okay, so we're adjacent to Brooklyn Heights, but we're going to Cobble Hill. Let's do this. Susie went to St. Francis College. Oh, cool, that's awesome. I went to St. Francis Prep, which is associated with St. Francis College. Share your live streams, Urbanist. Keep sharing the vibes. Oh yeah, definitely will, Lady Coach. Kay, I'd love to see that museum. Kay, I assume you've seen my video. So for anyone who doesn't know, go on Facebook, search Urbanist Transit Museum, and I got a full extensive tour with one of their docents of Central Park. Of the museum. Absolutely loved it. Lisa says maybe a cup of coffee will help. I think it will. So here's one of the few Barnes & Nobles left. Great Barnes & Nobles, huge. Nice place to cozy up, get warm for a little while. This is an awesome area to walk around. I mean, there's already the historic neighborhood Brooklyn Heights, which we're walking right next by. But here, if it's a little bit warmer, great place to just wander around. Are you gonna go to Court Street Pastry? I'm not entirely sure, Ralph. I don't think so because it's pretty far down. We're gonna mostly just cover Cobble Hill, not Carroll Gardens. So here's Brooklyn Heights. Somebody earlier asked, what time does it turn into night? 4:30 p.m. A little bit earlier, I think now. 4:20 something p.m. Well, you have a chance to tour around Prospect Park. I usually don't go to Prospect Park because that has one of the worst service in all of New York. Cell phone service. Alex says, I wander around, but I also educate. It's all by accident. I just read too much. I'm always learning. That's why I don't have time to read fictional books. I get bored with fiction. I just want to learn more. So, and just knowing random things as I'm walking around. Aside from doing videos for 4 years. So here is Atlantic Avenue. And why is it called Atlantic Avenue? And why is this called Court Street? Oh, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. The audio and video is great. I'm so glad you think so. Just a little bit further down, there's a great pizzeria called Table 87. Just a block down, actually. Really good. Here's a long line for Trader Joe's. And what did this Trader Joe's building used to be? I think it was a bank. Yeah, the South Brooklyn Savings Bank. It was a bank. Anytime you see these kind of square buildings, they were banks. But there's one thing here also. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, there was a man, I think his name was Vito or Gino, one of those two. And he used to hold tours to go into a train station. So you would sign up for the tour and meet this guy, Italian-American dude, very big. And you will meet him at a manhole cover. That was a bit weird. But there would be a ladder down this manhole cover. You would go down and see an abandoned train tunnel. One of the earliest train tunnels in all of New York City. Those tours continued for quite a while until they were shut down, ultimately. But my friends Untapped on New York have great photos of it. And ever so often they do go down. Right underneath our feet right now. So there's a George Washington. So here, every time you see a square building like this that looks bizarre, that used to be a bank, especially with the huge doors like this. And then here, let's see. It says, near this place during the Revolutionary War stood the Königsberg fortification from which General George Washington is said to have observed the fighting at Gowanus during the Battle of Long Island, August 27th, 1776. This was erected in 1926. So George Washington here saw the battle ensue in Gowanus, which is 2 neighborhoods down. This was a very deadly battle that the Americans nearly completely were obliterated. However, 400 brave Maryland soldiers stood the line, helping the other Americans to escape. This was the saving grace for America, because if those Maryland 400 did not stand their ground, and it wasn't just 400 of them, it was a little bit more than that, it was almost 2,000 of them, America probably would have never existed. We would still be speaking with a British accent. It's probably the prettiest Trader Joe's you'll ever visit. But in front, if you want cheaper vegetables, just go in the front. What was the Battle of Long Island? Asks Adam. Great question. Battle of Long Island was one of the first major battles of the American Revolution. Or the War of American Independence is another name for it. Or as the British, I think, call it, is the War of the Rebellion. Oh, William, I'm so sorry to hear about Dutch Moz. I hope he's okay. I'm shocked that he ran into trouble in Central Park. That's shocking to me. Linda, we are right now at Pacific Street and Court Street. All right, let me try to cross the street. Bear with me. David says I speak with a British accent. Oh, David. Are you actually a loyalist? David says he's just joking. Imelda says, where are you heading to? Down Court Street, but we're zigzagging a little bit to see a few side streets. Hello. Queen Jayway, who's Dutch Moz? Dutch Moz is my friend who does live streams. Really cool guy. Really talented. Been doing live streams for 5 years. I hope he's safe. Hey. So here's one of the most beautiful coffee shops in all of New York. This Stumptown, number 12, in this historic carriage house. There's actually a full tour of the people who live in the second floor. It has an amazing apartment. It's all black interiors inside. Search that video on YouTube, Cobble Hill apartment, and you'll see it. But this coffee shop is gorgeous. Let me show it to you. A few people would like me to step in. Stumptown is not the most camera friendly. I love their coffee, but they're not really camera friendly, unfortunately. But I've managed to sneak in the camera a few times in my older videos. Minos, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Lisa says, please buy me some coffee. You know what? I'm in the mood for maybe trying a new coffee shop. So let's see if we bump into a new one. Joanne says, coffee time. Can I put an order in? We're gonna see if we can bump into a new one. If anyone's from this neighborhood, do let me know. Curious if there's any other great coffee shops. Here's Moscot. Moscot is one of the oldest eyeglass shops in all of New York. Started in 1915 as a push cart in the Lower East Side. And Lisa, $3.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Lisa, thank you so much for a super chat. Helen says I have bad signal. So cool eyeglass shop. Lisa, do I buy my glasses here? They're very expensive. That's the only downside of Moscot. They're twice the price of Warby Parker, so I buy glasses at Warby Parker. Similar style. So this street is nice because there's a nice collection of retail stores, little boutique shops, some knick-knack stores, which I'll point out if we pass by one. New Jersey, how do I like Warby Parker? I love them. They're amazing. The sunglasses and the glasses I'm wearing are Warby Parker. The old sunglasses I used to have were Moscot. Oh, there's even a Bonobos here. This is where I buy my shirts. I buy them online, but they have brick and mortar stores now. Am I anywhere near 135 Wood Point Road? Oh, I don't know where Wood Point Road is. There's a good coffee shop called the Tar Pit. Okay. Don't know where Wood Point Road is. Does not sound like anything I've ever heard in New York before. But you know, sometimes New York has these very obscure streets that run for a little bit. Especially in Brooklyn. Todd asks, have I been to the Alamos Draft House Cinema? Yes. Alamo Draft House Cinema is a cinema that used to be located nearby in downtown Brooklyn, right by the skyscrapers. And it is amazing because you can buy food and a cocktail there and very comfy seating. I love that cinema. One of my favorites. I hope they open up again once the pandemic ends. Here's Court Street Bagels. And a lot of people recommend these bagels. Please make a shout out for me in the Philippines. Hey, G-Poy. Kumusta ka? Thank you so much for tuning in. Douglas and anyone who's curious about my live streaming equipment, all the links is down below. So do you guys want to try some, you want to try a bagel? Classic New York City bagel? Let me know in the comments if you're curious about a bagel here in New York City. Map Ranger gives a $4 super chat. Thank you so much, Map Ranger. I appreciate it. If you want a bagel, let me know what type of bagel would you like. What do you usually have on your bagel? And what's your favorite bagel flavor? All right, let's try a bagel. Let's go inside. Court Street Bagels. Hi. I would like an egg on a bagel. Everything bagel. Toasted, please.
Just eggs?
Yeah, just eggs, yeah.
Okay. That's it?
I already ordered. Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Would you like a bag?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
$4.50.
Awesome. Thank you. How long has this shop been around?
I'm sorry?
How long has this shop been around?
I think like 20 years.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Have a nice day.
Have a good day. Bye. Oh, or the manager jumped out right after I took my change and started saying thank you, thank you. I'm not sure if he knew that was live. All right, I got my bagel. Let's try it out. Americano. I don't usually get coffee in bagel shops. If I get coffee, I go to a coffee shop. So right after I paid for the bagel, the general manager jumped out. I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe he knew I was like a vlogger or something. So I'm going to just kind of wander around until I find somewhere to kind of rest the camera so I can eat this. But this was Court Street Bagels. Court Street Bagels on Court Street. And it's called Court Street because there used to be a court. The one we saw earlier. And the other avenue, Atlantic Avenue, is called Atlantic Avenue because it ended at the Atlantic Ocean. That's what. Okay, let's go continue venturing until I find a spot to rest my camera. But they call it Brooklyn the city of churches. Go to Court Street Bakery. Oh yeah, that's a bit farther away. I don't think I'll be walking that far down. But here, Brooklyn, the city of churches. Hey, Jack says, I just tipped you 1987 on PayPal. Oh, thank you so much, Jack. Jack, I appreciate you. If I missed any other super chats or stars, do let me know. Elisa, I appreciate you telling me the count. I've tried this place before. I really enjoyed it. Charlotte Pastry Shop. Great pastries. Tiny little coffee shop as well. Great place. Jack, no worries. All right, so we're gonna pass by a lot of cool little shops. I'll try to point out a few of them. Stephanie says the Tar Pit Coffee Shop is just outside East Williamsburg. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's pretty far away. I'll try it if I'm ever in that area. Thank you for letting me know. Hey, Leela from Algeria. Nice to see you here. Hope all is well in Algeria. Can't wait to go there and try Algerian food. So as I mentioned, all these tiny little boutiques. Here's one called Lily. Lots of shopping local here in Brooklyn. Real estate. Let's see what are the real estate places. Brooklyn has a lot of charm. It really does. So Sotheby's, also the art dealers, they have a real estate office. And whoa, crazy expensive. Zoom in. Have you been to Carlos Bakery? Are you referring to the one in Jersey City? If so, I've been there. Yeah, I love it. $3 million, ladies and gentlemen, for this townhouse. 4 stories tall, $3 million. Who wants it? D'Amico coffee rocks. Oh, yes it does. I tried it before. Little quirky shops, yeah. Beautiful little quirky shops. The Man Home. And beautiful side streets down there. Carney. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lots of new subscribers here, so I'll give you the quick version of my history making videos. I've been making live videos for 4 years, exploring New York City for a good portion of them. I've done over 17 cities around the world. But on YouTube, I started making live videos about 4 or 5 months ago. I'm a freelance filmmaker. Is College Bakery still open? Oh, I don't know. Haven't heard of that place. Oh, Brooklyn. And no indoor dining. Makes it very hard to do a food video in the freezing cold. Ooh, I like this little kind of card shop. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. Stationery shop. There's some amazing shops here. House of Hans. Oh, I like this. Felicia says College Bakery should be on the corner. All right, let's see. There's a City MD in this corner. That one is closed. Hey, Alvi, nice to see you here. Welcome. Oh, another knick-knack shop. Look at that. Pauhana. Oh, a Hawaii knick-knack shop. Oh my God. Am I ever asked to advertise a shop when you do live shows? Yes, sometimes I do sponsorships. I clearly say if it's a sponsorship or a collaboration. I clearly say if that's the case. Like the Inside Nomad. Not quite a shop, but I haven't done shops. Actually, I have. Yeah, I did Sennheiser, but that was quite a while back on Facebook. How old are these buildings? They're pretty old. So this neighborhood definitely dates back to at least the 1910s, but some of these buildings might be a bit older than that. It started becoming a very popular destination for first the Irish Americans, and then very quickly the Italian Americans. Hey, Emil, nice to see you here. That's my old school, says Felicia. Oh, cool. That's awesome. That's very cool. Oh, lots of awesome places around here. Here's one of the older cinemas. The thing is, when cinema started in its early history in the 1920s and 1930s, there was actually a few cinemas every single neighborhood, and there were usually single cinemas. Multiplexes didn't really become a thing until, I think, around the 1950s, 60s, or 70s. So this is one of the historic cinemas, still family owned here in New York City. Hope they survive this as well. It would be sad to see one of the last family owned cinemas to go out of business. Is there any more snow due? As far as I know, no. Rain tomorrow, so it's all gonna melt and wither away. I got a super chat. Oh, who was it? No Known Rights says Merry Christmas. Known Rights, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. Okay, everyone. Let me stop over here. All right, let's try this bagel. Not the best camera angle, but I'll do in this cold weather. All right. So now we're gonna try egg on the bagel from Court Street Bagel Shops. Bench review is a cold bench. Not good for winter. Way too cold. Look at that. Whoa. That looks good. It's nice piping hot. I'm just gonna eat half of it because no way can I eat the entire thing on camera. Judging by how cold it is. So bear with me. Alright, there we go. Oh, look at that. Go into the subway. No, I'd rather eat outside. All right. Mmm. 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 Wow. This is really good. Very soft bagel. That nice crunchy, lightly crunchy, not too crunchy, lightly crunchy, hard exterior. Classic marker of a good bagel. But the fact that it's nice and soft in the middle. It's not super chewy as a lower quality bagel is. $4.50 for egg on the bagel. If you get with egg, cheese, and bacon, egg, and cheese on the bagel, then it's about $6.50. So good deal for a bagel, less than $5. And yeah, nice, soft and chewy, and easy to eat. A bad bagel isn't easy to eat. Mm. No, the great thing is about a everything bagel. It has salt, it has poppy seeds, it has sesame seeds, it has garlic as well, and that garlic is a nice little kick to the egg. The egg, pretty much normal. There's very, very few places where I've tried bagel places that have like exceptional egg. I don't think any. It's very rare to find exceptional eggs on the bagel, but basically the eggs you'll find is pretty much standard across the board. And onion. Thank you so much, Paul. And onion as well. So get this toasted. Toasted bagel is a bit of blasphemy in the more old school places that make very fresh bagels. But the simple fact is, there's not that many places making bagels constantly throughout the day. So toast is a great way of just eating a bagel and having that kind of nice toastiness to it. There's only very few places in New York where they're just constantly making bagels throughout the day. It stays warm, but I always ask for toasted, even in the old school places. And sometimes they gasp, they wince, especially if it's an older guy behind the bar is like, oh, toasted. There used to be one bagel place that outright refused to toast your bagel. And Panagiotis says, nice shave area. Oh, I'm glad you're liking the new beard style. Tried something new. All right, I'm gonna finish this up. Let me know what you get on the bagel. Lox and cream cheese is a great combination. You can also have lox and egg. That might be a good combination as well. people are indeed passing and looking at the camera. It happens. It happens. Part of the fun of live streaming. Einstein Brothers gasped when you asked for toasted. Yeah. The one that was very infamous was Murray's Bagel. It got so infamous. There were so many reviews of people either proud that they refused to do toasted or pissed off that they refused to do toasted, that they had to relent and add a toaster to their store. I recommend Court Street Bagels. Great bagel. This might be one of my new favorites. Soft, perfectly well-made bagel. Tastes fresh. Definitely not a pre-made bagel like other parts of America, unfortunately. And when you're having a bagel, make sure to drink some water because everything bagel, you don't want anything to get stuck on your teeth. All right. Let's go continue exploring down Court Street. And maybe we'll find some coffee. And let me know if you want me to point in any other stores. Let me know in the comments as well. All right, let's go. Cynthia says having hand warmers in the back of my pocket would be great for cold benches. Oh, interesting. And these glasses are from Warby Parker. Warby Parker. Ooh. These are the lovely views you can have while eating your bagel in front of this random grocery store. Huh. But they say you like the new hair. Stumptown closes at 2. Yeah, I'm aware. But we're going to try a new coffee shop, something I haven't tried before with all of you, if we bump into one. Can you tell us the most famous coffee story? Ooh, what are we referring to, CB? Are you referring to any specific story? There's a lot of coffee stories. Oh my god. The distances are short. Here's Court Street pastry shop. One of the very old school pastry shops. I did an entire history video, so search out my Carroll Gardens history video, history of food. And I covered the history of Court pastry shop here since, I think this was since the 40s. Or this might be even older, this one. Yeah, this one was a little bit older. You could get a pastry now and show us. Yeah, indeed. Ooh, what is this? Woods Grove. So great pastries here. One of the best lobster tails I've ever had in my life is Court Pastry Shop. But watch my video for that. I thought I overestimated the walking distance, so I thought we were very far away from Carroll Gardens, but we are not. Either I walk crazy fast or the distances are shorter than expected. So let's go. The lobster tail pastry. I went and got it. So good, says Hasami. Oh, Hasami, I'm so glad you tried it out. You keep a brisk pace, says Alvin. Indeed, I do. Oh, so you see the distances are actually not that long here in Carroll Gardens and Cobble Hill. Right there. Kay says, I told you, you don't walk, you gallop. All right. So do you guys want to try an old school Italian coffee? This is a classically Italian American neighborhood. Or do you want to try a more modern Brooklyn style coffee? Two options here in this area. Let me know in the comments. Put a vote to it. Old school or new Brooklyn? Oh, actually, old school or hipster? I think that's a bit better voting. Old school or hipster? Sarah, how you doing? Susan says modern. Kay says old style. Veronica says both. I might be able to buy a single shot here and try both, maybe. Sarah votes hipster. Marsha, old school. A lot of old school. A lot of people are saying old school. CV says hypester. I don't think that's quite a thing. Hypster. Sherrod says, oh, it's kind of mixed. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can buy a single shot here, and we'll have both. Thank you everyone for voting. We'll definitely go into the old school right here. Tiamico. Very old spot, has been here for a very long while. Let me go inside. Hey, well, like one shot of espresso, please. Thank you. Awesome, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Single shot of espresso. Hey.
Espresso?
Yeah, just one shot. Yeah. Awesome, thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good day. All right. So this is Diamico. $3. Quite expensive for a single shot. Quite expensive. I was hoping for more $2. The thing is, double shot they'll probably charge you $3.50. So, in a lot of American coffee shops, hipster coffee shops, they don't do single shots. They don't accommodate for single shots, which is such a shame. So if you're looking for just a little bit less coffee, you have to get a double shot in more of the newer hipster American style coffee shops. But if you go to the Italian American style or old Italian style, or my friends like Gran Cafe, they can do single shot. So let's try it out. Expensive, yeah, expensive for a single shot. You know, single shot in Europe is only €1. All right, let's try it out. Lots of crema. Ooh, look at that, lots of crema. So I had these guys in my Carroll Gardens tour, which you can check out if you want to learn more about the history of these places. But wow, so much flavor. It just filled to the brim with flavor. It's very punchy espresso, brings me back to Italy. Has that very old school flavor. It's more kind of in line with, say, like a Rome style coffee. Wow. Very chocolatey. Very chocolatey. It tastes almost like a good dark chocolate. Like a dark chocolate from Venki, if you ever had one of those. So opposite of American style, as many of you, if you're a fan of the show, you probably already know. American style tends to be a little bit brighter. I have a feeling that the hipster shop that we're going to visit is going to be on the opposite end of the spectrum of this. Very punchy. This is very chocolatey. And somehow, because it's so punchy, it has this kind of natural sweetness to it. So you don't really taste the bitterness, or it tastes very bitter, but also kind of has this natural sweetness. This will go great with a cappuccino. So if you're having your coffee with milk, come to Diamico here in this area of Brooklyn. I think this will be perfect combination for a milky drink like a cappuccino or a latte or a cortado, or they call it here a macchiato, not a Starbucks macchiato. Delicioso. So expensive for a single shot. Oh yeah, very expensive for a single shot. Double shot is like $3.50 though, so just get yourself a double shot. Might as well have more coffee, not spend too much money. Double shot is usually $3.50 in the U.S. Unfortunately, very rare you'll find a double shot that is, or a single shot that's low. The cheapest single shot in New York City, or the cheapest coffee in all of New York City, aside from a bodega, but good quality coffee, is Puerto Rico Importers in Greenwich Village. They also have one in East Village. Great coffee, very inexpensive. Probably the best deal you'll have in all of New York City. Everywhere else, $3.50 for a double shot is normal. Let's continue walking around. They don't wash the machine, that's old school. Maybe. I couldn't tell. But they do roast their own coffee, as I pointed to the camera earlier. That's their own coffee roaster. They have now a separate roaster, which is like in the same neighborhood or very nearby. And so yeah, all roasted in Brooklyn. And it's cool that there's a mainstay here. Starbucks is horrible. Starbucks has its merits, but yeah, if you're in New York City, come to a place like Diamico. Is Greenpoint getting better? I love Greenpoint. 100%. Greenpoint is amazing already as it is. Here is another old school bakery, Caputo's Bakery, Bake Shop. Caputo's Bake Shop. Do I like Dunkin' Donuts coffee? No. I used to. Not anymore. Since I started getting a taste for good coffee. Do you get espresso because it's made to order? Great question, Amanda. So let me address this. I love to eat as fresh as possible. And luckily in New York and many other cities in the world, that is possible, to eat fresh. The freshest type of coffee you can get is espresso, because they grind the beans on site to order, and then they brew it right there. It's a fast brew. So it's the freshest coffee you can get. Cold brew, not so fresh, because it takes a few hours to steep, and they might have cold brew for a week or 2 or 3. Drip coffee, definitely not fresh. It's boiling in water for hours if it's in a huge drip canister. If it's a pour over, then it's pretty fresh. That's the difference with coffee, yeah. They also have lard bread, do they? Sarge says Caputo Bake Shop has lard bread. I haven't tried lard bread yet. Should we all try lard bread? Who wants lard bread? That sounds interesting. Sounds very interesting. All right. That changes everything. I didn't know this had lard bread. Okay. Lard bread it is. Thank you. Let's wait for them to. It's getting full. All right, I'm gonna wait online, see how long it takes. Probably not so long. You go to these old school places, there's not that many fast service. People really take their sweet time in ordering. Hey, 4K Wanderer says, worth every minute. So if you're hearing, there's also people speaking French. And the reason for that is this is a French area. Lots of French expats. As we can hear again. Let's wait. Someone is buying a few hundred pastries. Thank you.
Hi, sir. You need help? Okay, great.
Hey,
Hi, sir.
do you have lard bread?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I would love. What's the size? Oh, just a single serving. Oh, can I order like a single serving, or is it like a half or quarter?
Oh, we need to tell everyone.
Just the entire thing. Okay, I'll buy the entire thing.
We'll have more.
Yeah, precisely. How much is he?
5.
5. All right, cool.
We're good, girl. There we go.
Awesome.
Nice, looking nice and full.
Perfect. Thank you.
You got it. Oh, we're cash only.
Oh, Dan, is there a chicken maker?
Yeah, 2 blocks up on the other side.
I'll be right back.
All right, I got you, honey. And you want the 2 chocolate fudge, right?
That's correct,
You
yes.
got it, baby.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. Thanks so much. Oh, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You want a bag, sir?
No, that's all right. Thanks.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Good. How are you, ma'am?
Susan says, I encourage you to make small talk. All right. So they didn't have a single serving lard bread. So prices in New York are crazy. Yeah, I mean New York food is expensive, ladies and gentlemen. It is expensive. This place was cash only, so no card, no. All right, let's try it out. Can I balance this here? All right, I hope so. All right, let's try lard bread. Could bring it back to family. So it has lard inside. Lard, if anyone doesn't know, is pig fat, generally pig. So pork fat inside bread. It's pork fat bread. All right, let's try it out. I wish the bread was warm, though I could warm it up at home. The pig fat is very salty, the lard. Very big salty kick to it. This is a very hearty bread. This is a bread you want to accompany with some good food. Oh yeah, this is hearty. Very salty, very kind of... Pig fat is pretty greasy when you bite into it. The bread itself is so well done. It's perfectly crunchy on the outside, extra crunchy on the outside, and very soft and doughy in the inside. This reminds me a lot of a Hispanic bread. Someone earlier mentioned that Hispanics also make lard bread. I swear I've had this similar thing in Puerto Rico. If anyone is from Latin America, let me know what's the name of lard bread in Spanish. This is very similar to what I've had when I was younger. Oh wow, that lard. Wow, that's super crazy salty. In a good way. I mean, you're getting this bread because you're going for the extreme taste. So, great quality lard bread. Better, I think, warm up at home, I think. Bringing the rest of the family. Time to... Whoa. It's just an overwhelming, crazy taste. Now, this bread, since it's old school, but it's not like old school European, it's made with sugar, which is not my ideal. Great tasting bread, but for my own personal life, I'd rather go to the bread bakers that don't add sugar to their breads, which are admittedly rare. Very salty, super salty. Lard bread sounds tasty. Does it have any meat like salami? Yeah, it has pieces of pig fat. Bread is sugar. Well, ultimately yes, but there's breads that are not too sugary. And I must go at making lard bread. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's called pan sobao in Puerto Rico. Pan sobao is a little bit more kind of on the softer side. Pan sobao doesn't have lard, does it? You're a picky rascal when it comes to food, says Gabriel. I'd try anything, but when I have at home for my daily life, I indeed am very picky. Fresh, no sugar, not too much cow dairy. It's not too much to ask, ladies and gentlemen. Is that here in America we tend to make everything with sugar more than Europe. Salads are for another channel, says Todd. Yeah, in a way, yeah. You know, salads are not quite as fun to feature on the travel show. Depends. There are some salads that are mind blowing, but not here in the U.S. I don't think so. I don't think I've visited a city yet where I have to feature the salad. Maybe one day. You must try marqueta from Chile, says Paola. Oh, cool. Are you all getting more snow tonight? I don't think so. I think it's going to turn into rain. It's going to rain. Hey, Known Rights, nice to see you here. Elisa says, I'm starting to dislike masks, hats, and hoodies. All right, let's... Uh-oh. The park did not shovel their sidewalk. What is the city doing? If you ever come west, try Navajo fried bread. Oh, I would love to. Marraqueta. Ooh, Paola, that sounds interesting. Marraqueta. I can't wait to try that. Brooklyn, city of churches. Lisa says, because no good story ever started with, I was eating a salad. Right. So here's a hipster coffee shop. East 1. Great place. But I'm going to take you to a coffee shop that is inside a record store. You have to walk on Fifth Avenue one day. A lot of restaurants to choose from. Yeah, I love Fifth Avenue. I've been there many times. Done many videos there. Oh, you're referring to Fifth Avenue, Brooklyn. Yeah, I did a Fifth Avenue, Brooklyn 3 weeks ago. Is this Brooklyn? Yes, it is. Yoli. Hey, Island Express Rob. Nice to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope business is still up, even despite the snow. Rob, it knows exactly where I'm going. That's awesome, Rob. Okay, everyone, I have an update about the bread. It's very acidic, and it's giving me heartburn from that tiny little piece. I gotta be honest with you guys. Yeah, not the best bread. Not the best bread to eat. Very heavy. Ooh. Ugh. I'm gonna need like a gallon of water. Maybe try it without the lard. It's not good, especially if you're gonna continue walking and drink coffee. Not the best combination. So Carroll Gardens, right down there. Known for its front yard gardens. Get a Sprite to help. Oh, I have my sparkling water, so I'll drink that. That's a good idea. Have good sparkling water. Helen says, find the chemist and get some Rennies. Here we have Tums. Tums, which I assume are Rennies. Pro tip, if you're ever in my position, you got a little bit of heartburn, go to CVS and have a Tums. All right, for our final stop, we're gonna go to a hipster coffee shop inside a record store. But for now, let me show you a little bit of the views. Ashley is saying the Tums jingle. Tums, the tum tum tums. Great reference. I love that, Ashley. Great reference. How's the rent in this area? Expensive. $2,000 for a one bedroom. Lots of French expats in this area. Italian American identities pretty much disappearing at this point. Here's a antique store. This is not a yard sale. This is an antique store right here. Sometimes you'll see yard sales here. Donald says I should get Tums as a sponsor. that might be smart with all the food videos I do. Oh my God, look at this board game. Oh, this is so cool. I'm going to show you this. Oh my God, I remember these. What's the difference between an immigrant and an expat? Great question. Immigrant is, I actually don't know, but expat usually refers to people who come here a little bit with more income. They don't need to move here. It's not like a survival thing. It's more like they just prefer to live here. I think that's why people call it expats. It might be a little bit. It might be also a loaded word. There might be a little bit more connotations with it. Mork and Mindy. That's so cool. A board game on Mork and Mindy with Robin Williams. Simon. Oh, I remember this. Wow, this is so cool. So Kay, thank you so much for letting me know. Kay Flip on YouTube says, temporary living abroad is an expat. Immigrant intends on becoming a permanent citizen. Yeah, thank you, Kay. So yeah, expats not necessarily intend on becoming citizens. All right, let's go inside. Richie Rich. Oh my God. Oh, I'm coming back here. Iron Jaw. Wow. Oh, this is so cool. yeah, no worries. Wow, that was amazing. Uh, Pardon, my hand is a little bit cut due to the intense dryness. Um, Beautiful store inside. So it's a bit tight to go even further. I have a backpack and a very puffy jacket, but highly recommend coming here. The name of it is Yesterday's News. Yesterday's News on the corner of Second Place and Court Street. Second Place and Court Street. Great antique store. Old comics. They have some old comics from like Marvel, which I think they're selling it for under rate. Some of those comics are very, very old, and they're probably worth a little bit more than what they're selling it for. And also, you saw those old photographs. Some people really like those old photographs. I always find it a bit odd. I know a few people also find it a bit odd. And cool vintage clothing as well. It's a really cool store. I love that. I'm gonna come back here because I might get someone a gift here. I saw one very good comic book that is someone's favorite. It was another world, yeah. Yeah, it was another world. Beautiful. Yesterday's News. Second Place and Court Street. And they have, oh my God, they have these military canisters. Armor, I mean the bullet, was it cartridge for weapons? There we go. Projectile cartridges, there we go. Ariel, go back in there and buy Hulk. Yeah, I think I just might. That was a very old school Hulk. And they were selling it only for $3. Sometimes those comic books are worth 5, 10. Ammo. Thank you, Cynthia. I was searching for that word. Ammo. So, 18-degree weather, outdoor dining. Would you guys do it? Let me know. What issue with Hulk was that? I didn't pay attention. I think that looked to me like a 1960s Hulk. Early 1960s. It seemed like it. It seemed like it was drawn by Jack Kirby, which should be actually not early 1960s, a little bit later, mid 1960s to late 1960s. Adam, how often do I read comics? I'm reading a comic book series called Dazzler. Disco rollerblading superhero from the Marvel Universe. And I'm absolutely hooked. I also read Doctor Strange. And I mostly love graphic novels. And that's what I mostly read. The last great graphic novel I read was Promethea by Alan Moore. Charlene says 18-degree weather outdoor dining? No. Let me know. Who else would do 18-degree weather feeling outdoor dining? Because it does feel 18 degrees. It's very cold here today, ladies and gentlemen. People of all genders. Some comic books are $50 and up, and those look pretty good. Yep, Janelle, that is correct. I was a bit shocked seeing a big collection of Richie Rich, Marvel, Atlas Comics, which was Marvel before it became Marvel. Nathan says outdoor dining? Nope. Come on, is no one out there watching down for 18-degree weather outdoor dining? Let me know in the comments. Lisa says Ariel does his best to answer different people in the comments. Not everyone can do super chat, so yeah, it's not like that. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. I respond to any type of comment. If you leave a super chat, I appreciate you. But I have no guarantees that I'll get to your question. Super chats are for people who really enjoy the show and want to contribute. No strings attached. So if I miss your super chat, do remind me. But if I don't get to you, I'm sorry. I try to just respond in general to anyone as I'm going through. Kay says no thanks for outdoor dining. Open video 5 hours. All right, let's go across the street for a final stop. Coffee shop, hipster coffee shop, and a hipster record shop. Are you guys ready for coffee and records? Elisa says, I have no problem with eating out. I have cold blood. Elisa, that's awesome. All right, how am I going to get through here? Thank God I brought my boots. These boots were made for walking, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, new donut store. Smells like old school donuts. I like that. Wow. Adam says, I need 2 heavy jackets to eat outside. Oh yeah, I know what you mean, Adam. All right, pizza recommendation, or restaurant recommendation. Frankie's 457 is really good. But if you want the pizza version, Frankie's Pizza is amazing. Absolutely love it. Great pizza. Alan says pineapple donuts? Oh my god. Robbie, how's it going, man? Do you live nearby?
Yeah, I live like 2 blocks away. Like, it's part of my like daily routine.
Oh, you do? Okay. How's it going? Let me give you an elbow bump.
Can I buy your coffee?
You sure? I'll be, yeah, I'm
Can I
happy to accept.
They have these amazing, it's called tahini chocolate chip cookies.
Okay.
Can I get you one of those too?
Okay. All right. He's very kind, Robbie, for treating us to coffee. Thank you so much, man.
course.
Robbie,
Yeah.
for people who don't know, Robbie is a bike messenger.
And a tour guide.
And the tour guide. Sorry, I keep missing that. Yeah, tour guide as well. And you bumped into me a few times. You're like the recurring cameo in the sitcom. Hey, how's it
I
going?
hope it's alright. I don't want to hijack
No,
your thing.
no,
I'm
not
just
at all.
So excited that you're doing my neighborhood.
No, I'm more than happy to meet you here. Let's go inside the record shop.
Oh yeah, make sure you like pay attention to like every little detail. There's so many great little decorations inside.
Okay, definitely
And
will.
Do you want like coffee or maybe because of the acid from the bread?
No, Americano would be great.
Okay.
Actually, no.
They don't have
Espresso. What?
They only have pour over.
Pour over then. Pour over. Oh wow, beautiful.
Yeah, isn't this great?
Yeah, it's amazing. Hey, how's it going?
I'll have a large pour over and 2 Asian coffee. Do you want any milk?
Actually, I'll have a small pour over. No milk, black. Thank you.
Good with oat milk.
What?
It's good with oat milk.
Oh, good with oat milk. Yeah. I usually avoid all types of milk. Yeah, even oat milk as well. Let me look at the records. Oh wow. Ooh.
See what's currently playing.
Oh yeah. You guys used to do cereal. Do you guys still do cereal? Yeah, I remember like way back in the day.
I wasn't working here.
Okay.
If we ever did cereal, no.
I think there was like a cereal milk, if I recall correctly.
Cereal.
Yeah, but you guys don't do it anymore, right? Yeah.
No, I don't ever remember if we did that, but
Totally should.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It's the kind of thing you don't see in restaurants.
Right.
I'll meet you outside, man.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Awesome.
Grab that cookie.
Cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you. Did you grab a cookie?
No, I was gonna, like, I paid for it, but I
Oh.
thought you could grab it.
Okay. All right.
Oh, your
Can
hands
you-
are kind of
Yeah. Can you grab? Yeah. Thank you,
Okay,
man.
sorry.
Appreciate it. No worries,
I was
man.
waiting on
I appreciate it. It got full really quickly.
What?
It got full really quickly.
Yeah, I know. I guess she might have forgotten to charge me for it.
Do you usually, so you come here for your morning routine?
Yeah, and whenever I have a guest, like this is, like I love showing people this place.
It's a great place to show them.
Yeah, we grabbed bacon and cheese from the bodega, walked
Yeah.
down Denver Place, come over here and have a seat.
Oh, cool. It's awesome because they all have those tiny little chairs. It's great for people watching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. And lots of people come in with their dogs because they always have some dog treats behind the counter.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they also have the water outside for the dogs.
Yeah, they do that as well.
Look at that.
There's actually another record store in the neighborhood that you should check out.
Oh, which one?
It's called Almost Ready.
Almost ready.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I won a raffle there, and they
Yeah.
gave me a $100 gift certificate.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah, but it was right before the pandemic started, so
Yeah.
now I kind of
Have you used it
feel
yet?
like an ass if I use it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is a bit of an awkward position.
Yeah, so I have it, but
Yeah.
I'm not in a hurry to use it. I don't listen to that many records.
Yeah. Do you have your own player at home?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I
Yeah.
gotta buy my own. Yeah. I imagine it's a cool listening experience, especially old records like this one that's playing.
Yeah, I think so. And I like collecting them because sometimes there's stuff you can find on vinyl.
Yeah.
That's really hard to find on streaming services.
Right. They're out of print, and also not even on YouTube you can find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's how I utilize.
That's how it is with City Pop. You ever heard Japanese City Pop?
No. What?
Oh, it's a great genre of music in Japan. It's like disco meets funk meets jazz, all combined together.
Oh.
And
Wow.
all those records, a lot of them are not in print anymore, and they're not even on Spotify or any type of music service. So you have to like still either get either the vinyl or the tapes, or find a few kind of niche YouTubers that post them.
Lately, I'm really coming to enjoy some Japanese pop music.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, I really love Karaka Bonita.
All right, go for it, man.
Yeah, I definitely didn't put that in.
Oh shit. No worries. It's just very boiling hot. Okay. No worries. You guys pass. Yeah. No worries. All right. It's that these lids sometimes don't lid correctly. Yeah.
Because they double cupped it, so I think that's.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, nice. You got the seat.
We do, yeah.
Maybe we can position this to have the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be great. Woo. Oh, that was hot.
Because if you're down, I'd love to see you taste these amazing.
Oh, we love that. Yeah. Just give me a few seconds to breathe out.
I have the same gimbal as you.
You do? Oh, cool.
I attached it to my bicycle. It works okay.
Okay, everyone. Boiling hot coffee spilled on my hand. It's hard carrying a gimbal sometimes. All right. Ooh. Thank you so much for the coffee. I appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for including me.
So my gloves are are still smoky. Luckily, I was wearing thick gloves. Oh my god. Ooh.
Here, would
To
you
grab-
like to grab a tahini chocolate chip cookie?
Yeah, thank you. All right, appreciate it.
So these are from a bakery in
I need some moisturizer. Yeah.
Fort Greene called the Good Batch.
The Good Batch. Oh, cool. So, wait, do you do work in Brooklyn?
So I work for a small messenger company called Clementine.
Yeah.
It's mostly fashion, like we discussed that last time.
Right. Mostly fashion. So
Yeah,
most of
the
your
week
clients are
before
in-
Christmas, this
yeah.
week is the busiest week of the year.
Oh, okay.
Like yesterday was crazy.
Oh, it was. Oh, that's interesting. Why
It
is
was
that?
not fun with the it's a really bad week for snow in the
Right.
messenger company.
Yeah. And why is that? Because they start going on Christmas holiday?
Generally, they're sending lots of gifts to
Right.
like clients and colleagues and stuff.
Mm. All right, let's try this out.
Yeah. So it's got tahini, which is a weird combo for a chocolate chip cookie, but it makes it really gooey, and it's like a substitute for eggs
Mmm.
because it's vegan.
Mmm. I think I burned myself, so I gotta get some. I got some moisturizer. I'm gonna put on my gloves. What up? Just so I don't freeze too much. All right.
I like the fingerless. I gotta get myself a pair.
It's so necessary with especially with the phone and everything.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I mean, I found a substitute for that where I got a new phone that has face unlock,
Yeah.
and like I got these new headphones that read me my notifications.
Oh, you do? Okay.
So it
That's
helps
good.
because like when my dispatcher sends me something,
Right.
it could be just like something that I didn't need to see, like a smiley face or something stupid.
Right.
So I don't want to take out my phone, take off my gloves, just so I can see the stupid message from my dispatcher.
Right. Especially since you have to always be on the go. All right. So these cookies are really, really good. They're really kind of soft and chewy and everything. And you said they're replaced with tahini instead of flour, right?
Pretty much instead of eggs.
Instead of eggs. Okay. Because
Yeah.
I had tahini chocolate chip in Blue Bottle. They have tahini chocolate chip cookies, and they're really good.
Oh, they
yeah.
might get it from the same people.
They're thin.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I ordered. Thank you.
Really, really good. All right. I gotta run after this, but because I gotta get some moisturizer because my hand is burning, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out with coffee. Make sure you lit it correctly. Wow, great coffee.
Oh yeah.
So they do fresh pour over here, which is so interesting. They don't offer espresso anymore?
They don't have an espresso machine.
Oh, that's why I always get cold brew here. That's why.
I haven't been in this neighborhood too long, so
Oh,
like
okay.
maybe you were here before when they had cereal and milk and espresso.
They did. So someone in the comments said that they offer espresso. They offer cereal milk. And I think when I first came here, that's the reason I visited, was because, to me, it was like, oh, cereal milk. That's so weird.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it is weird for like a cafe or a restaurant.
Right.
In my hometown, there was this one place that was all cereal and milk. Like you just got a bowl, and it was like a buffet of cereals where you just like grabbed whatever cereal you wanted, put it in your bowl, and whatever milks they had.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty cool.
All right, everyone. I gotta go. Thank you so much, Rob, for inviting us to coffee. Highly recommend Black Gold. Everyone, check out Rob. Rob, where could people find your tours?
On Meetup, New Colossus Collective for the free tours.
Okay.
If you want to follow my Facebook page, it's Island Express Bike Tours, but it's not so active for the winter time. I'm just doing like private tours here and there.
Cool.
But that's where you can find me. Not a lot happening, but if you're interested.
Well, everyone, check him out, especially if you're based in New York City. And maybe you'll see Rob as he passes by because he's everywhere. He's a bike messenger as well. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. It says put cold water in your hand. I think that might be the worst idea at this weather condition. I'm gonna get moisturizer, which might be better.
Maybe just wipe some snow into it.
Oh no, that's a very bad idea. Have a good day, everyone.
That was intentionally bad.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.